Welcome to the Icaran sector and another build and paint video. I took part in a Secret Santa this year and was very generously sent the Leviathan Dreadnought with close combat weapons and an upgrade sprue of the ranged weapons. So let's put it together. So yeah, this is I'm building up a Horus Heresy force for the Death Watch. So this is one of the, got a couple of the sergeants here, and there's the captain that's been on the channel before. And basically, Trazan the Infinite had a collection of 30k era and pre-30k era Space Marines, and there was a clerical subroutine era, and they got unceremoniously dumped into the modern universe. Finding that some of their chapters either fall into chaos or they didn't recognize what the chapters had become, they all joined together, gave up their chapter markings, and joined the Death Watch to pay penance or find a place in the universe. So that's what this guy's going to be a part of. I've got some upgrade sprues, so I'm going to put some of the iconography for the Death Watch on them as well. Yeah, I had a quick look through the sprue before, but and I've had a check online about magnetizing it. So that's kind of what the adventure for this video is going to be, is magnetizing the weapons. And if I can find the right mount on this, somewhere in here. So that's the main body work and things as well. So it's going to be a nice chunky fella. There is some mounting. Oh, what was that? Different chest pieces. Nice, interesting. Oh, it's a Horus one, and the Sons of Horus, and a Imperial Fist one by the looks of it, but probably go for something like that, I think. But I did see. I think it's. Yeah, these look maybe like the connectors here. There is space for a magnet inside there, and then it's finding the right spot on the arms to drill through and put a magnet in. But we'll need to focus on that as it gets sub-assembled, build up the weapons, and then also we have the big quad hyper auto cannon, and we should be able to make up all three of their guns, and also the missile rack on the top. And then yeah, we'll send him off for the Death Watch. Transfer sheets, I guess I can use for other parts, but yes, we will jump into that. So we're looking, there is no instructions for this one in the box, so I'm going to find them online at some point. We'll have a quick look through the instructions. So first of all, it looks like the legs go first. Yeah, so you build up the bottom of the body, so that can be completely done, no problem. Then build up the top. And yeah, this bit looks fine. Get to this point should be okay as well. And I think it's down here that we're going to start to look at maybe the magnetizing, and break it up slowly, make sure all the magnets are in the right order. So that's making up the guns. Oh, sorry, these are the drill and the claw. So maybe make up one of each to magnetize. Oh, I see. Okay, so it'll be magnetizing around here somewhere. Okay, so the magnets go either side there, and then drill through the center bit there to run a magnet, and it should just slot into place, hopefully. And then that'll come out with that attached, and then the weapon frame will just slot in. But first step, let's build the legs and the main body and see how that looks. Alright, we've got it built up into sub-assembly pieces. So the legs, I went for the step back one. I just glued the Volkite in place because that's probably always what I'll run it as. Gave it the insignia and randomly found a purity seal, so it got a purity seal. The arms are currently in pieces, so I've made one claw, one drill, and having yet to find the instructions for some of the more complicated ones, this is the gun I was planning on running anyway, so that's one I'll stick with. It's actually got a hole already in that one, so that should be easy to magnetize. Looking online in videos, there is holes here to magnetize. And it's also, don't glue those together yet. Drill a hole through these ones and then stick in probably 2 of the smaller magnets, which is what we'll do. And then figure out the other stuff. But at the minute I want to, I haven't made up the missile rack at the top, which I'll probably want to magnetize as well. But we'll figure out this bit first and then do that bit afterwards. All right, so yeah, I finished off that. On the camera. So I built off this bit, drilled a hole for a magnet in the back. Didn't quite drill deep enough for the second magnet, but it's not really that noticeable. And once it gets some paint on it, should probably be okay. I think I can live with that. So yeah, these magnets fit almost perfectly in there. So I'm just giving that a time to take a little bit. So when that goes together like that, it should nicely let me slide something in. These magnets are just slightly too big for that. I might be able to maybe Dremel that out a little bit, or use, I've got maybe a smaller magnet, maybe one of these ones in the middle there that I can glue into the center, but even then again that's maybe a bit big, and that's too big again. So I might try dremeling it out a little bit and having one of these slot in. So what I'm going to do, so both sides are the same polarity. If I pull the magnet out, that's not going to work. So let's reseat that one. So I've connected them all up like that. Got my blob of super glue. Line that up and let that take. So I should be able to just pull that one off like that. I will leave that one like that for a bit to actually take properly. And then what I'll do is I will take the matching side, this one, and glue that in there, and then take that off and glue that one in there. Which is what the video I was watching suggested, and it seems to be working out quite well. And I'll not glue these together just yet. So that can go like that. So then once, is that going to take at all? Not quite. So I'll leave that there, and then once that's dried, I'll do the same for that one. And then I shall drill a hole through the center of here, and then I shall line the magnets up with that, glue it into place, and repeat that one, so we can swap out the 3 different weapons so far. So we'll have one close combat weapon, sort of an infantry killer, and then that one's a vehicle killer, if I remember rightly from the rules for it. So once these have all been magnetized, I'll jump back in. So I've finished off the magnetization section. So as I say, that one's magnetized, and then I've glued it in place here for now, just so I'm trying, because it needs to be slightly wider than actually if it's not magnetized. So that's what I've done there, and the same again over here. So that comes out, and you can just slot in the different weapon. And so at the minute, it's probably going to be run this claw and this gun. And when I figure out how to do the other guns, I might mix and match a bit. Or I suppose I could run it completely as close combat. Alright, so the next thing to do, I think I might glue the main body together. And then as this section, I think spray it all black. And then pick out the magnetic bits from that. But I'm going to let the plastic glue dry a bit stronger first in the sort of more openy position so I can swap things through, and then we'll come back when it's sprayed black and decide what how we're going to finish it off for the day. Okay, so it's all based in black and that bit's been glued done, and then the base I have a sort of I can't remember what it's called now, the name's one off, but it's like a titanium blue or something I think it was called, and I put that dot on the base, and then I'll get some lead belcher and Stormhost silver, and I'll draw lines across, let that dry, and then we'll put the modern earth over the top, let that dry to crack open, and then when we can finish off the base after that, we can put grass tufts, rocks, and some brightly coloured flowers I've got to make like an alien planet kind of looking effect. And so the thing I've done, I've just touched up any of the bits that were missing black with some Abaddon black, and I guess we'll come straight in with the silvers and the lead belcher and get everything underneath and behind the side there that wants to be lead belcher in lead belcher, and come back for details, I suppose. Yes, that wants to be lead belcher. Maybe a purpley colour for the volkite, and then yeah, right. I shall jump back shortly. Okay, so we've got the blacks and the reds down, and some of the golds on the front there. We'll put the modern earth on the base, and that's going to slowly do its thing. And yeah, so yeah, I hit it with a semi-gloss varnish so I can do some washes, get some lots of nulling all over the place, and then the burn on the barrel, and yeah, and then we can move on to, oh yeah, I need to get some purples in for the volkite, and from that we can move into the edge highlighting for the red and all the blacks and things. I might see some of the weapons have got reds on the top there. I might get some red in there as well, and yeah, so the missile pod's pretty much done. Yeah, so we'll get some washes in. Oh yeah, I did some gold trim for that side there. Get the washes in and come back. So the nulling's been applied. I've put little bits of grass around just to give it a few different touches of colour, and then remembered that this arm should be silver, so it became silver, and then the base got up to that point, so we can put that aside for now. So the 3 steps left I have is to just highlight some of the gold and the silver, then using there we go, Eshing Grey and Kantor Blue to do some edge highlighting on the black, and then edge highlighting on the red with bit Mephiston, which is this one here that actually needs a null-in wash as well, and then highlight the lighter reds on the body with Evil Sun Skeleton Wild Rider, and then of course do the heat patterning on the gun there, and that, and on the still there. Oh, there's a little bit of brass on the back as well, and that should be pretty much him done, apart from a matte varnish, and then yeah. Alright, so we'll do some edge highlighting and jump. Alright, so that's pretty much all the highlighting done. Badge done. Purple on the Volkite. And the muzzle burn bit on there. And then a little bit of silver edge highlighting on some of the parts there. And then on the red there, and then we've got some of the silver on the gold there, and then on his knee pad. Right, now we just need to sort his base out, fix these bits in, fix him to his base, and then we can call him finished. And here he is, finished with his finished base. Just a little bit of bright colour and some the white stones. And I also did some weathering around his legs and just on the edges there and on the back there. And then a little bit of dry brush with some, where is it? This, it's called Old Rust, and it's quite nice. Vic Hobby paints that I've had here in Japan. That some of them work quite nicely. I think some of my older Deathwatch are done in their black, which is fairly similar to Abaddon Black. And then we can just attach in the weapons. And he's ready for life in the 41st millennium. So quick things go boom. Well, that was a nice easy build actually. Deathwatch is a nice easy paint scheme. And magnetizing it was actually reasonably simple. And I found the instructions, a friend of mine sent me the instructions for the other weapons, so I'll have to get them built at some point, because probably run as a gun platform more than a close combat platform, but it's nice to have the ability to mix it up depending on mission types, so he can be kitted out. Obviously, I can take the missiles off the top, you can have the missiles, you can be completely all close combat. And I think, does the attack with this one and then gets one extra attack with this one, perhaps? I think that's how that one works. But yeah. But, the storm cannon is definitely one of the key things at first. So, thank you very much for watching the Icaran sector. Please do like, subscribe, join us in the comments. More kill team, more battle reports, more solar hammer, more painting to come. So we will see you in the next video.